And connect the headphones and we begin. Hello everyone, we're going to continue the part 2 of our dog breeds app. We faced a little bit of a problem yesterday in getting the grid view to work. So today we'll work on the grid view. We also will work on downloading the images in the background. So a lot of backend code today, not a lot of front end. So let's see how we're going to do it. So you see now it's taking so much of time. That is because we are sending multiple, more than 100 requests, API requests. So that's yeah. This is not ideal. So we should just send one main request, and then we should send some other requests in the background uh, that don't halt showing the information to the user. So it'll all be clear in a few, maybe by the end of today's thing. Let's see what we need to do. First thing, the dog API. Let's head over to the dog API. The thing is, the last time we had a problem with the images didn't match the dogs. So we use this get all public images, and let's see if it works as such. Read ID 1, send. So this is an affin pincher. Just confirm if the API is returning something that's correct. Affin pincher. Let's just see. All right, looks somewhat like this. So this is correct. Let's refresh this thing and see, does it return a different image? So 4Z4, like does it return a different image every time? 4Z4, it returns the same thing. And the problem is our app, you see, it returns something random. So we have to figure out why that is. And that's going to be quite time consuming. So the names are correct. I have to figure out this. So let's start with debugging this images problem. That seems the easiest out of all. So here, so let us not do this part. For dog object in dogs. So first of all, let's cancel this. This is taking the most time. So now when we do a hot restart, we won't get the image, but we'll see how fast the data is downloaded from the API. So it's still relatively quick. One thing that we do is the image URL, let's keep it to empty. Let's give it a hot restart. Yeah, so yeah, this is great. It just takes a second to download and parse just the dog's information. So let's go step by step. Let's work on the images later. Let's go step by step. So we need to fix this problem, by the way. This is also a big problem. I don't know how are you going to do it in Flutter. In Android, we have done it. We've made this app before. Let's see how we're going to do it in Flutter. So let's work in baby steps. When we click on this, let's go to our dog breeds screen. Or should we do that? Or should we work on the home page first? Let's work on the home page first. Once that's done, we can easily translate it to the other pages. So now we can actually send in a limit parameter in our breeds here, limit. So in our query parameter page, then there's limit. Let's limit it to 5 breeds so we can easily pass through everything. So it returns ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. It returns these 5 things. So how is it passed? It's passed as a query parameter called limit. Let us do the same thing here. Slash breeds in a query parameter called limit will say is equal to 5. And now let us do a hot restart, and we should get the first 5 dogs. No images again because we commented the images code out. Yeah, just 5. Good. So now what we'll do is, actually 5 also may be too much, or let's leave it to 5. Let us run this lines of code now, and let's do a hot restart so we can fix that image problem. So okay, you know what, limit 5 is also too much. Let us do limit 1, and here let us print. Okay, dog object dot image URL. Let's print this. So just 1. So let's see what image URL it returns, and does it show the correct image for this affin pincher or affin pincher? Yeah, it shows the wrong image. Ah, what does this mean? Oh, we printed image URL in the wrong place. So here is after the data is received. Here's where you have to print it. So that's on me. Let's see what image URL it returns, and let's just see what happens. Okay. Okay, so we have to figure out what's happening. Okay, let us do string URL is equal to, let's copy this whole thing. Actually, Control X, paste it here. And now here you can give this URL. And why are we separating it? So now we can print what URL is being sent. So print URL. So URL will be printed. Then we'll print, let's print data. So now we get everything. Let us see what's going on now. So is the request sent to the request URL, is that correct? The problem is we forgot to put an equal to. That's it. If you don't put an equal to, it's giving a random image. Just an equal to gave so much of a problem. So now now it should work. It should show an affin pincher correctly. Yep. All right. So this part works. So all we had to do was just put the equal to there. So this is a good thing that we found out here. Remove all the print. You notice everything is fine. Actually, if you notice here, hold on a second here. Let's do get all public images. So this is an eye opener for me. So let's do send. So here it's actually giving the breed information. And it's also giving the image. What? So now So what happens if you don't pass breed ID? It returns a random image. We saw that. Yeah, 61. So how can we return size, markers, order, breed, category IDs, format? So in the documentation, it must have been provided somewhere. An array, all public images, and request parameters. String allowed values, full, medium. Oh, we can even pass size. So that's very good. Very, very good. We won't pass full and we'll do like thumb or something. We'll do small. So it won't take too much of a space. Okay, MIME types. Sure, around order. Ah, this is what we want. So let's do order ASC, or with that order for the images. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's do DSC. Hey, DSC or DESC. What's it? DESC. DES. So what happens if we put in one order ASC? So what's that order for? Calf and pincher, 1 XP. Z4. It's giving random images. The thing is, we want all the images, right? So limit, let's give it limit 100. Does it give all the images for this dog? Okay, it does. Okay, so we're learning a lot about this API. Thing is, can it return even all breed information? So that doesn't look possible. I actually sent an email. So when I created an app before this, so I'd actually sent an email. Let me pause the screen share and see if I can find that email. So there, the person who's made this API is very helpful. He actually gave a good reply, or like to this query of why do we have to download the breed information twice? So let's search here. The screen share is paused. Okay, let's search it. The dog API. Okay, not sent from this email ID. Let me check another email ID. The dog API. So is it in the forum? So because I remember I definitely did send a thing. One of this is mine, maybe? Universal dog image by breed. I thought I sent an email. I checked both the email IDs that I usually use. No, I did not post it here. It's long ago. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about. So if you notice here, when we download an image, along with the image, it also gives the breed information. But we don't want that. We only want the image. I mean, from here to here is the breed information. We only want the image. So why are we downloading the breed information again? So Actually, he said, is there a way to not allow that? So this person, he emailed me. Where is that email? Let me pause screen share and let me try another email ID. I don't remember which email ID did I use. Dog API. Not this one also. Which email ID did I use? Really? Why can't I find this? You know what? One good thing we can do is, let me close the email tabs and I can resume the share. Is we can actually look into the code that I wrote for the Android app. So let me connect the hard drive that has the code. And again, pause the screen share. Let me load the Android app. So let's see, old Lenovo laptop, Android Studio projects, dog breed. It's dog info app version 3. It's actually here. So let's copy this path. And now I can resume the screen share. And let us open this app. Here. Dog info, this one. And let's see the code that we wrote there. New window. Dog info app. Yeah, it'll take some time sifting through all of this. Let's see here. Main activity. This is all Java code, this Android code. Let's see. Download data. All right. Right here, let's see. Okay, it has connection. Else. Oops. I don't know what this is. All right, let this happen. Limit. Get dog info results limit. Download data. Then within this, we have to call get data one. All right. Let's get data one. All right. So what did we do here? Retrofit tasks. The list of dogs. You call .get dogs. So .get dogs. So it's still building. Hence we can't do the control click. So get dogs. All right. Then end loading mode state. Retrofit dot add all dog images. So let's see. Has it loaded now? And so maybe we should be able to. Yep. Let's see what's add all dog images. What does it do? Okay. Okay. Indexes. You have this list of dogs. So you know what we did? We displayed. This is smart. We displayed all the frames without the image. Then we display that to user. Then in the background, we sent individual request here, get dog images. Okay, this parameter, exactly. So this is the parameter that in the email that the person who made the API had sent it. So include breeds is equal to false. It's not there in the documentation. Include breed is equal to false, and he should mention that. Yep, add query. So now this is include breed or include breeds false. Let's see, what is it? Include breeds. It's include breeds. Maybe let's reconfirm in our code. Include breeds. Include breeds. Yeah. This is what we wanted. This is what we wanted. So this is good. So now let us do size. So small. What are the available options? Oh, it is correct. Size is small. So how small are we talking here? All right. And what if we had said, nothing? How big the image is? Oh, okay. So this significantly solves the problem, small. So now we know exactly what to do, how to query from the API. This Android code helped quite a lot. And so now and now the thing is Android code is heavily object-oriented programming dependent. So now here we have to think of a way in Flutter on how to not rely on OOP so much. So let us think of a convenient way to do it. This is fine. That's the only way how to do it. The dog images, can we include it with a widget? That would be really cool. First thing is providers. All right, so provider. I got it. No, wait, hold on. So every time the image, okay, I'm just thinking about it. So let us comment this lines of code here. And let's not make it a grid view now. Let's work in list view itself. Let us, hot reload won't work. You have to do a hot restart. Because we want to download all this list of dogs. All right, this is the thing. Oh, only one. So let's remove this limits. So basically it will download. Now let's create a widget here that shows this. So we must have created a widget, right? Somewhere. Oh, this is the thing, card, padding. Padding. So from here, all the way to return. So this padding, Control X. Let's add it in our model services blocks. Oh, we don't have widgets. This is an important package. Let's call this widgets. Then there's a new Dart file. This Dart file will be called dog card. Here, let's create a stateless widget called dog card. Let's paste this here. Let us import material and let us fix all the import errors here. Cache network image, import cache network image. Dog, yes. So each thing must need a dog. Let's do dog, dog, final. And all insert constructor, dog. Alright, so each dog will alright. So now what we'll do is in our home screen, here we'll return a dog card with our dog. So basically list view.builder. This is the grid view. So here, okay, so this is the thing. Build is relatively small, right? Now here, this network helper thing. So this is download when the app is started. Now in our dog card, let's see how to do on init state ins. Is there a solution how to do this? Stateless widget. Seems to be everyone is liking this. Oh, this is a delay. Sure, we can do this. So let's think again. So basically when this card, it notices that the dog doesn't have an image URL. So let's do one more thing. A dog will have one more thing called bool is image downloaded. Or let's create an enum. Let me just think, is the syntax correct? Enum, let's call it image download state. Let me see. Top level, okay. No semicolon. All right, so now let's do first state is image download state. Let's downloading. Never downloaded. Downloading. So these two seem very similar. So have to be never downloaded, downloading, and downloaded. So now this will be of type image downloaded state. It always starts with never downloaded. Right. Now our dog card will notice. So here it will check. It'll do a check. Whenever if dog dot is image downloaded is equal to never downloaded. It means we have to start download for that image. So what we have to do is to start the download in our networking Flutter file with services networking. Let us create a static method called get or download dog image, right? That passes in. Let's think about that later. First, async. Async dog image. All right. So now here, what it does is we need to pass like an index or some kind of dog somewhere. Okay, let's take in a dog. All right, dog. Static dog image. So now I have to start the download for this dog. So first step first is dog. We'll have to do. That is a problem. Okay. Download dog image. Dog is provided. First things first, we have to set dog dot is image downloaded is equal to downloading. The thing is we have to update the provider. How do we do that? Provider dog block update dogs list void update dog image downloading state. Image downloading state or download state. It takes this, and now what it does is, and it also takes an index or dog. Dog image downloaded state. So here what we do is we take in our underscore dogs dot we have to search. So for let's take in a dog index first. Int dog ID. Dog ID. Dog.id. Oh, okay, that's just dog.id. Sure. For dog for dog object in dogs. Now I have to do an if. So if dog object dot id, it matches the dog dot id. Then what you have to do? Then dog object dot is image downloaded is equal to download state. After this, notify listeners. This code is just we're experimenting. So let's see how. So if then you have to do provider dot off import provider. Dot off dog block provider import dog block dot update dog information down. Let's take in a dog and downloaded state downloading. We update the state here. Then we do network helper dot download dog image dog. Let's actually control X this, and here let's call this in a context. So context build import material import provider import dog block. All right, it's download. Now here let's download the stuff. So let's do the code from home screen, right? How you download the thing. So we do network helper where data await control C. Let's go and add dog networking. Let's go to our networking, paste this here, and modify it to our such that it matches what we want. Let's import the constants. We won't update anything here. Print data is also not needed. So our data, then we do try dog.image URL is equal to 0. Actually, let's just have just two states. Head over to our dog. Let's not make it too complicated. There's a bool is image downloaded starts with false, and we don't need this. So it starts, everything starts with false. The moment a request is sent for downloading the image of this dog, it becomes true, and then if the image exists, it will update it in the list. If not, it won't update. Dog card. Yeah. So if image dot is downloaded is equal to false, or if not image equal to downloaded, then context. So context you can write in context and dog home screen. Dog block. Yep, here is bool download state. Let's change. Okay, is image downloaded? Download state notify listeners. Okay, dog card. Oops. Let's connect the charger. Download dog image. Okay, download dog image. Then you go here Then what it does here is you have to pass in true, then this is downloaded, then it gets it. If it works, if not, doesn't work. We don't need to print image URL. So dog image URL is updated. So let's divide this. All right, now if it's successful, so if in the try you can do provider dot off build context type dog block dot update dog image downloading state dot let's just do dot update dog image URL, and then you just pass in this. And listen is equal to false. Let's create this update dog image URL. It takes in, what is it taken? Takes in the image URL, but which dog, right? What's the dog ID? Dog and this. So dog. So just like this one, it takes in dog and then what to update it to. So update downloading state, this. Update image URL, this. Let's do string image URL. Put dog object in dogs. Now you have to search. So we'll copy this code from here. And now instead of this, you have to change image URL is equal to and do image URL. Notify listeners. Just a minute. And we're back. All right, let's think now. So okay, update. So when you download the dog image, what happens is you set this to true, then you update dog image URL. And so you update the dog image loading state, then you start the download. This happens on an async thing. So home screen. So now we won't even do this. So let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. And let's get prepared for all that. Oh, I didn't expect it to work. Oh, you scroll down, what happens? So is it true that these dogs don't have images, or our app is not working? Alaskan Husky. So let's confirm. Let's do this. Get breeds. Let's do a send. Alaskan Husky. Let's see where it is. Airedale Terrier AL. Alaskan AL. ID 8. So let's close this tab. Let's type in ID 8. And then let's see. It has images. There are images here. let's include breed is equal to true. So we can see it's Alaskan Husky, right? Yep. So false. So there are images. Let's see what's happening. Because it, for some reason, it doesn't show for Alaskan Husky. Why doesn't it show for Alaskan Husky? Let's restart this app. Let's scroll slowly. Maybe that's what's causing the problem. We scroll too fast. So looks like let's keep a run. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So the way we are doing the downloads is good, but it's not foolproof. Like if you scroll too fast, well, yeah, we'll get all of these, that give you an error. So you have to scroll very slowly, which is not what we want. So our current infrastructure, our current design architecture is far from perfect. It's far from even working. It's not working as we want. So let's think of another way on how to do it. All right, let's do the easiest thing. The easiest thing here is here itself. We'll do a for. So let's iterate through all the dogs that we have here. So for dog and dogs. All you have to do is just call network helper dot download image context dog. Now let's just think about the what could happen here. We aren't waiting for it, so it just sets all. So now actually let us refactor everything. So a lot of stuff here. It won't take in a context. Dog block, it won't update dog image loading state. There won't be update dog image URL. This may be true, but so now we are just get bombarded with all these errors. So our dog, let's do this. Let's remove the state. We don't need the state. State is gone. Now everywhere where there's an error, this won't even need to do anything here. Home screen. Any errors here? No. Dog block, any errors? Any errors? Any errors? Yeah. Oh, multiple here. Update dog image loading. Nope, no need of doing this. Directly download. And then, this is important. Oh, here we need a context. So update dog image URL. All right, so let's see. So where is this call? Context. So let's see if this solves some problems. Does this solve some problems? So we are getting closer to our finished design. We are fixing the errors. Now you see the speed has considerably increased. Oh, now everything fails. Okay. 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 So now I think we can scroll and it won't cause a problem. So this Bijan Frise, which is Joe's dog from Impractical Jokers, Joseph. I never know how it's in Bijan. Bijan Frise. I was just taking up. I got 5 Bijan Frise spending money like he's coming out of a metaphorical wiener. That's his dialogue. Now we can scroll. No problems here. Now one error that's still went through the cracks is if you restart the app, you notice one thing is it shows the broken image. So if one small architectural change, so now it shows broken image, and then it, yeah, you see this? So what we have to do is we have to think of a way on how to tell our widget still downloading. So again, provider packages help so much, and so now that we're going to take advantage of that. So actually, we are going to create a thing called bool is downloading. Yep, we are wavering back and forth. We are quite fickle-minded here, but we're just trying to change stuff until we get something that's working. All right, is downloading. Now, what's our next goal? Is downloading. So now our dog block will have update image URL. Now it will also have update dog is downloading. Is downloading. This is downloading. Change is downloading. Basically the same thing. All right, now, oh, something is wrong there. Update dog is capital I, is downloading. Right, home screen, dog card. So what happens here now? Here is cached network image, right? We get this. So now here we have to return a couple of things. So here if we do dog dot is, so dog is downloading. Let's start it with not null. Let's start it with false. So Dart works a little differently than Java. In Java, if you don't provide this, is downloading will be false. But in Dart, if you don't provide this thing, then is downloading will be null. So bool can take in null values also, which is unlike Java, which bool is a primitive type, so it can't take in null. Some changes. That is amazing. Dog card here. Now if dog dot is downloading, so if it is downloading, if it is downloading, then what if to return? Return a circular progress indicator. Else return this cached. So this small fix might solve the problem. Let's now the dog, we have to mess with the providers here. So in our dog block, in our networking, so we start update dog image URL. Yes. When this starts, actually, you have to provider dot off context dog block dot update dot is downloading dog sure, and is downloading will be true because we are downloading now, right? In our networking, we started the download. Let's keep a listen to false. Whenever we are updating the provider, always listen should be false. Now, after this is done, is downloading should be false. Let's give it a go. See what happens. Let's spin the casino wheel, see which number the ball lands upon. Oh, the problem still exists. So why is that? So we have to go in a dog cart. And also the app is pretty slow to start, which is not good. Is this an app in pincher? Oh, the thing is it turns a random image of the dog. Wow. So in the start, first of all, I have to solve some problems here. In the start, you see that loading thing, it becomes very slow. And it didn't even solve our problem of the broken image. And we might get too much work in the main threads. The arguments. Alright. Simple way is in our networking, we won't do this line of code. We'll handle this where, because providers can take some time, and providers, it causes rebuilds, which are expensive. So when we download it itself, network helper download image, for each of our dogs, is equal to true. Do we need to even do this? It's best to do it explicitly. Instead of inside in the dog itself, you keep it as a default value. So it's good for the readability of the code, and we can understand that, or we set it is equal to true, then when the downloaded image is complete, then it sets it to false and it updates the image URL if needed. This should speed up that process. It won't fix the broken image problem, but speed it up a little. It didn't speed it up. But it fixed the broken image problem. So we didn't get the broken image. Very slow. So that means multiple rebuilds are being called. So our app is starting to take good shape now. All right, multiple rebuilds are being called. So how to speed it up? Let me go through the code. Are we doing something that's inefficient? Sending this request. Download dog image. The thing is, okay, let's go through the code. Okay, download dog image. For each one we start a download dog image. Download dog image. Okay. You know what? Let's just deal with the slow. Okay, slow. That's what it is. All right, so that we can think about it later. So now we have worked quite a lot on the back end, and we are pretty proud of what it is. So it returns a random dog image every single time. Now, the next thing you have to work on is this dog card. We have to hide 300. Also, when you're downloading the image, one thing that to speed up the process is download small images. This will help quite considerably. Size is equal to small and include breeds is equal to false. So it won't download too much of information now. So now let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. Size small. The app is running a little more faster. Download speed didn't speed up that much actually. what happens if we do THUMB? Is the parameter thing correct? Let me recheck. It's called size. Size takes in small, it takes in thumb, full, medium, thumb. Alright, let's have a go with this. Bernese mountain dog. It still doesn't, thumb images should be smaller, I believe, but it's still, oh yeah, some of these are they don't look good. Thumb is too small. We need at least small. Let's see how small will work. Okay, small is working. We can't do any cropping. We have to. So now we can work on our grid view. Let's have a go. So this code, we successfully downloaded the images. We don't need to do that anymore. Update dogs list. Provider is bombarded with multiple of these things. All right, get dog breeds when the app starts. You download the dog breeds. So currently we are returning a list view. Comment all these lines of code out. Let's take in our grid view. Let's just, I didn't even read the code. Let's see what happens. Okay, here the problem, something is wrong. So let us just return item builder. Let me actually save this. This could actually help. Control C. Control V. Comment these lines out. And now we can do the shortened version. This. Card. Oh, these two lines of code should go. All right, now let's see what happens. Yeah. Some couple of things here. Dog card. Let's not keep that. Let's not give a height to this dog card. Let's see what happens now. So let's start working on it now. Dog card. Let's do, where's the headline? So the headline 6. That also has to. So now we have to, let's think on styling. Snap. Let me drink some water. So now we have to actually think on how are we going to build each card now. So so I'm very confused actually. Am I going to ruin this thing? Let us say use git version control. So if we ever mess something up, we can always go back to our safe version where it was working. Git bash here. Oh, we already made a thing. Oh yes, because I uploaded on GitHub right when we did the first part. Git and let's commit this. And what do we call it? So what do we implement? We fixed images problem. Image problems. Fix image problems. So image problems is working. Right, images work now. Git commit. All right. So now we have this commit here. So now what we'll do is we have this card. Let's rebuild this thing. So everything from here all the way till here. Control X, Control V. I think it's commented out. Now let's rebuild everything. Oh, it won't work here. Child, let's add a container, just a container that returns nothing. Or let's do a container and let's add a background color or color of gray. Gray. Let's add a margin or padding. All. Let's add a 10 padding. All right, this is how it is. So we have this card. Now let us do what we want. The theme of light, primary color light. All right. Padding. What happens if you don't give it? Sure, let's not give padding for now. So inside our container, let's give a decoration. Actually, let's use a card object. Card object. I don't know what happened there. The card, it has some padding of its own, or whatever it needs. What happens if you remove this padding? Just leave it on. So let's just give it. So I don't want to work with all of this. So let's do 5. All 5. Has it done it? Yeah, it's working. 5. You want some big cards? The cards are not. What's missing here? The cards aren't big enough to show the images. We need little taller cards. How do we? Now this is where the new thing comes in. GridView builder. How to GridView builder height. How to give height to the children. Sorry. Yeah, you might want to use the child aspect ratio property silver, preferably with media query. 31. Many people saw this. So grid delegate. All right. Child aspect ratio width. I see. So width over height over 4. Why over 4? All right, let's do this. Try to use this child aspect ratio. So alright, we have this app thing here. Let us go to home screen where we have this. So here there's a couple of properties. What property we have? Child aspect ratio. Child axis ratio. So first things first is let us remove the padding that we have here. And everything sticks together. And now we have the main axis and the cross axis, the spacing here. Okay, let's do first aspect ratio. Media query dot off build context dot size dot what they read width over height over 4. Width over media query dot off dot size dot height over 4. Control S. So I think I made a mistake here. Look at the grid tile. What's a Flutter? Grid tile. What's a grid tile? I'll see some image. Grid list. This tile. Alright, let us work with what we have so far. Alright, so now okay, let's head over to this first of all, Stack Overflow. Let's copy this and see, did we make any mistake? Dog breeds app. We just want width over height, and then let us multiply it by some multiplier. That's a width over height. Let's see what this does. Child aspect ratio. Ratio of the cross axis to the main axis. Cross to the mean of each child. Why did that double it? And this halves it. Width over height. I have no clue. Width over height. Let me see the app that I've done in Android. Let's actually see if we can run it on the emulator actually. I don't think we can. Some error will come because this project is quite old. So we can see the Android version of this app. So we can just see, what kind of heights did we use there. And if it doesn't work, okay, it actually worked. Oh, it's actually loading. Surprising. So now we can see the Android version of the app. So we just had kind of small. It's just not that large. So the height is almost width over height. Almost the same. Just the height is a little more. So width over height, height a little more, so ratio will go down. Let's head over to our first app. First app. Width over height. What if we cancel all of this? And what if we do child aspect ratio? Let's see 1. What does this mean? 1 means, so it's a square. 1 is a square. So width over height. What if we do 2? So width is twice as large as the height. Width is twice as large as the, I see. So if you do 0.5, that means width is 0.5. So height is twice as large as the width. Doesn't look twice though. It looks like 3 times maybe. Well, so let's not mess too much with this. Let's just give a child aspect ratio of, like, what's 2 do 2 is, or it makes it even smaller. 1 is the same. What's 0.75 do? I think we're good with 0.75. And if we use the actual phone's width and height, something might happen, and we can't. I don't know what's going to happen. So now we have these cards here. Now let's head over to our card. Now we have card here. Let's think on how we're going to build this. So our card is here. Now inside our card, first thing is let's have an image. Let's just keep it very basic. Okay, let's observe here what we have done. First is like we need a vertical alignment. Let me think on how can we do that. Have in pincher. And so first let's start out with the text. Very basic. Child is a text that has what text? It has dog.name. Alright. Let's enclose this within a column. Control S. Right, it's stretched alongside. Now, within this, Control Alt L. Alright, so now within this, we actually need a couple of things here. So above the text view, we need a container. Let's do container, and let's do color to container. Let's do red. Let's do see it, and put a comma here. And we won't see it now. I don't think the height. Alright, let's give it a height of 50, so we can see it. Container. Alright, we have this container here above. Now let's try to use this expanded on the container, and let's see what happens. So we should have the red takes the, all right, this is what we got, a good thing. Red takes the whole thing. Now we have this expanded in the container. All right. Now we have this container. Now within a container we need a child, and let's do image or network image. Inside the network image, for the what do we need? We need an URL. Actually, child we need first an image. Within image we need image called network image. So now here we need dog.image URL. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so if you note now, this is exactly what we want. Right, dog.image URL. Okay. Now, a couple of things is the scale type. So let's see how do we do scale type. So in Android, there's a very easy attribute how to do Flutter image scale type center crop on Flutter. Box fit. So we want fit center. So contain alignment. Android scale types left box fit. So I don't really understand what that would be. Like something box fit there, fit. Oh, fit takes in a box fit. Ah, okay. So let us check. So we want fit center align. So box fit contain alignment dot center. Let's see what. Let's see what is this to. Cover center is none. But we don't need center, we need fit center. So we need contain. And alignment is alignment dot center. Contain alignment is center. Alignment dot center. So the good article here. Oh, that's the one that we clicked. Both are the same one. So that's it. Box fit dot fit with. There are no options, and you can't see the images updating here. Fit box fit. All right, let's check this out. Box fit. What are the options here? Box fit dot cover contain fill height fill. What does this do? Hi, this image is cut into half. Oh, I value scaled down. This is what we want. This is why are they getting cropped as such? Let's restart the app. So for some reason they're getting cropped, which I can understand. Why is this? I think that was again. Why are they getting cropped? Why is this happening? Restart the app. Something cropped. Yeah. So we are moving the right direction at least. That's something that we can say. Let us copy paste this code from here. Control C. So instead of image, let's do a hot restart. So even with what was working before, same thing is happening. Saying cut. Why? Let's verify. American Staffordshire Terrier. How would we verify it? Head over to list all breeds, find its ID, query an Americans ID 16. Now what we'll do is let's go to our networking. Here, before we update and all the stuff here, if dog.id is equal to 16, dog.id is equal to 16, then print this. So we can see like what's the image that's being sent. All right. Now let's restart the app. So you can see for the American Staffordshire Terrier, what are we getting? All right. So we can know, is it our problem? Is it a server problem? Let's see. Oh, it's a server problem. All right. So that's, I think, at least like it's not our problem. So we are very lucky now, actually. We are very lucky. So at this, we had to troubleshoot the whole thing, which we don't want to do. So now looks like small isn't working. Medium, what is it? Medium, what's it? It's MED. Yep, that's the thing. MED. Let's see if MED that solves the problem. Any images getting cropped? Images aren't getting cropped. Medium. Images aren't getting cropped. So now one thing we can do is for dog card, this container, right? How do you expand it? Yeah, it's in a column. So for the column, you can always do this property. Cross-axis stretch. You stretch it. Now this text became out of line. Right, so text. You can do text align. Or let's show debug paint in our inspector. We can see the text view is all right. So it is stretched. So one thing you can do is text align. Align, text align, center. This will solve the thing. Now if you keep scrolling, you see, yeah, and now we have to think on how do we change that circular progress indicator to a default size. So let's go to what returns that here, right? Circular progress indicator. Okay, I just dove deep into, I clicked on, we don't want to see the exact code of it. we don't see radius or size or what they have. Background value. You can't change the size. Let's Google search Flutter. What's it called? Flutter. What we were searching? I totally lost my train of thought. So yes, circular progress indicator. Size. Sized box. That's a clever thing to do. Clever thing to do. Circular progress indicator, wrap it within a sized box, and the sized box will have a height. Let's give it a height of 32, a width 32. We'll do the same for this. And actually, let's see how it works for this one, at least. So if it's downloading, let's see what happens. Hey, still. Sized box, right? Sized box. Give height, width. It's in the expanded, containers expanded. We gave it sized box, right? So maybe center this, center, that would do something. We're just trying out here, trying different things. All right, that worked. So, all right, so now let's create one more widget called our custom progress, custom circular progress, custom progress indicator, stateless widget, STS. For material. Let's copy paste our code. Where was it? Dog card? Is it here? Control X? No. Control X. Yeah. Let's return this here. Control L. Homes dog card. Here return a custom indicator, progress indicator. This one. Don't return this, instead return a custom progress indicator. So where is a custom progress indicator is used? Anyway, now let us run. Let us see what's going on. Some error. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Unscribe not some type of widget. So what does that mean? Well, let us Google search it and try to find the solution. These are some great Keep it in size box. Foo instead of foo. Oh. No. Ah. Custom. Yep. Got this. All right. Now that thing should go. All right. Good. Now we can start to style our text. As to style, text style, and let us style this. So size, let's give a size of 15 maybe. Let's see how that looks. Or why are we even doing this? Why don't we use the theme dot text theme dot headline, right? Like headline 6. That's what that's what was our plan. All right. How do we make this more beautiful? Let's add a short padding to our card. Just a short padding, a small padding of just 5. Oh no, that's not what we wanted. That's not at all what we wanted. And this child should be wrapped within a padding 5. It's a small padding. Actually, we just need symmetric. Vertical, let's add vertical padding of 8. The reason we're doing this, so it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say. Let's remove this red. And this is how our app will actually look. Are we happy with this design? I think it's fine. Sure, I'll take it. This design seems to be good. Let's remove this color. We really don't need this now. Our UI is seeming fine on this page. So, okay, so we have actually done a really good bit. Implemented the grid view, right? Everything is good. We can wrap this grid view to scroll bar. Now, some things we can do is let's actually have some fun with it. Let's see the API and let's see what we can do here. Categories. What are the categories? What does this mean? Let's see what we get. How do we do your user ID? Images get all public images. Tomorrow, so now we'll end this session. Tomorrow at the top, we'll beautify this app even more, and we'll have a detailed screen. When you click on a dog, it'll take us to a new screen, and it'll show information in a beautiful way. So a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, I think we'll end it here. I'll upload everything, all what we did today on YouTube, the video, and also the GitHub, the code on GitHub. So I'm pretty surprised actually. We actually got it working, and it's really good progress. It looks good. It's smooth, and it's some quality stuff. It fixed all the problems, and it's robust. It's smooth. It's dependable. It does the stuff that we want it to do. So we can further beautify this tomorrow. We're going to add another thing where it shows us random images of dogs. We'll add that thing at the top. We might even mess with this. So let's see if we can, like, what else we can we get? Image upload, image analysis, this stuff. Get a specific favorite, delete a favorite from account, get your uploaded images, upload a specific image, get image. Like we'll read through this and we'll decide, do we want to add some other feature into our app? But that's it for today. And so see you next time. See you soon. Take care. Stop screen share and take care.